like a motorcycle.
Just
all
rev
the way down.
All the way down?
All
Ready?
good. Hold it there. Whoops.
Uh-oh. Flooded.
More chunk.
Well, we're out of gas.
Okay.
Ready? Hold it. Where are our cups? Welcome to Cars, Shops, and Collections, sunny Las Vegas. Thank you so much for watching the show, subscribing to the show, and today this is gonna be cool. We got a 1968 Camaro SS. Billy is the owner. Here's the deal. Billy bought this Camaro when he was 14 years old for $400. Billy is now 58. He's done some work to the car. He's probably put in more than $400 into this Camaro. I've only seen pictures. It looks awesome. He's around the corner, so let's get in my car and go see Billy in his 1968 Camaro SS that he's owned since he was 14.
Here we go.
Here we go. Billy in his 1968 Camaro. Dude, how cool of a story is that he's owned it since he was 14 years old?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Couldn't even drive when he bought the car. It's cool. So I've never met Billy before. I've only seen pictures of his Camaro. Walt and Cynthia that had those Broncos that were built at Counts Customs. They introduced me to Billy. So we said, come on down. And he is around the corner here. Let's see. Got a Jeep behind us. And the fact that he paid $400 for it, I can't wait to see the photos of what it looked like when he got the car. I guess, oh, I see it. He's got the hood up. Oh. Let's see here. Dude. Oh my gosh. Billy! Hey, my man! Let me, can I just park right here?
No, it's fire hydrant.
Fire hydrant. Is it? Gene gets worried about fire hydrants.
There you go.
Yeah, oh my gosh. This is gonna be a good episode. Look at that, man. Dude, that is slick. How are you, man? Nice to meet you, buddy.
Nice to meet you. Thank you.
Huh?
He's on TV. On TV.
This guy was coming in hot in his Jeep.
What?
I saw the
in my
Rubicon
Jeep.
behind me. I'm like, this guy's coming at me for some reason.
Yeah,
He saw
yeah.
that beautiful
Oh,
diamond.
yeah.
Everyone, this is Gene over here.
Hey,
Hey.
Hey, Gene. All right, let's do this, man. Let's break this down. This is gonna be good.
My name's Billy Soehngen, and I want to show you my 1968 SS Camaro.
This is gonna be, I'm excited about doing this.
Thank you for coming.
Well, thank you for having us. 1968 Camaro SS. You bought this when you were 14 years old. I kind of did the math. We're talking 1980 you bought this?
About 78, 79.
Okay, my math's not good.
Yeah.
What drew you? You're 14. What said I need to have a 1968 Camaro?
I know exactly when it happened. My brother has a 1966 GTO, and when I was 12 or 13, he took me for a ride in it, going up Harmon Hill, and this is not legal now, but he was street racing some guy.
Sure.
And we were going up that hill, and all of a sudden we hit the top of the hill, and I swear the car came off the ground. That's where I got hooked.
That's when you got the bug.
And he said, hey, this car has a lot of potential. I didn't see it right then and there, but after looking at some pictures and stuff, I said, yeah, I want that car.
$400 you paid for this thing.
$400.
How much money do you think you put into the thing since you bought it when you were 14 years old?
Probably at least $40,000.
Yeah. It's stunning, and this is a Vegas car because you came to Vegas, what, in the early 70s? And you bought this in Las Vegas?
Yes, drove it to school, Chaparral High School.
That's incredible.
Cowboys, baby.
That's incredible, man. Let's start with the front here. Can I shut the hood? Or can you shut the hood? We'll check out the engine here in a second, but let's. 1968 is so to me, the Camaro Gen 1. Camaro did it right. I mean, they come out in '67. I mean, the long hood, the shorter deck lid in the back. I mean, the thing just popped when it came out in 1967.
Yeah. So in '68, they made a couple different changes because Ralph Nader and the safety issues, so they required side marker lights.
So we didn't have this in '67. This
No.
comes out in '68.
Right.
And you come back here too, and then in '68 they got rid of those
The wing window.
the side vents there.
Yeah.
and they put in, was it the Astro ventilation system?
Correct.
Which was literally just the vents on the inside,
Vents
right?
on the inside. And then they changed some of the running lights, and the tail lights are a little bit different. But the body style between the 67 and 68 are exactly the same.
Now, there's a man lurking behind us in the shadows. Who's this guy back here? Who's
This is my good friend Levi Layla, and he has a beautiful
Yes, I have a
1967.
67 Camaro, so what they're saying is all true. We're comparing the 67 to the 68.
And he's the guy that was coming in hot in his Jeep Rubicon over
Yes.
We always have a little thing about which color's better, red or yellow.
there. And
Yellow.
what's the red? What, is it the Matador red or what's the
No,
red?
this was, I don't know if you remember back in the day, Daewoo cars. It's called Daewoo Super Red.
Okay.
And I picked out what we call a factory pack color in case I had to repaint it, I can get the paint. So it's not a custom paint. So it's easily matched.
I love the wheels, man.
Foos Knuckles.
Foos is our guy, man. Chip
Yeah.
Foos is a legend. We've done a couple episodes with him.
He's awesome.
He's the godfather, man.
Yeah.
That's so cool that you have the Foos wheels on there, man.
Yeah.
Or the Foos rims. Come around the back here. So with the SS, the RS is the Rally Sport package. You'd have the reverse lights down here.
Correct.
With the SS, is there any way with VIN or the fender tag to tell that it's an SS?
I think you could tell mostly an SS had an upgraded suspension. And it had a multi-leaf suspension, and most of them had, as you can see down there, and they had a 12-bolt posi rear end.
Okay.
And the best way to tell that it's a 12-bolt is you can see the two bolts right there, meaning it's 12 volts.
Oh, okay.
So the SS was a little bit more high performance.
We point that out again for the people watching
Sure.
because if you can't, there's nothing in the VIN and nothing in the fender tag that's going to tell you it's an SS.
So
but this is how you're going to tell.
The two bolts, you can tell
Yeah.
this is a 12-bolt. And
Okay.
most SSs came with a 12-bolt.
That's right. Okay.
And also the multi-springs here.
Because people can get the SS
Yeah.
badges and stuff and make it look like an
Right,
SS, but
right.
this is the true SS. What do you have back here?
This is the old school Rockford Fosgate. This is a 1,000-watt amp with the old school equalizers where you had to twist it. with
Sure.
it. And then, of course, you got to have a fire extinguisher in case your ride burns down.
Can I shut this?
Absolutely.
Look at the inside.
Sure.
Great.
Open the doors.
This thing, I mean, it pops. You sent me
The color pops.
Yeah, I got
for
the
sure.
picture, and it pops in photos.
It
We're
does.
pulling up and seeing this. And right now, it's kind of the golden hour in Las
Yeah.
Vegas, and the sun is just hitting it.
It does pop. And that's the reason I picked out that Daewoo Super Red.
How much of this we have? AC, this is the original, new radio installed here.
Yeah, the radio looks original, but it's an upgraded one.
Yep.
The shifter I added, though.
Yeah, that's not stock, is
No,
it?
the transmission is a 200R 4-speed automatic overdrive. So I can drive it on the highway without having the RPMs go up so high.
This the ignition on the dash was the last year, 68, that Camaro had that.
Yeah.
Also, too, a lot of upgrades inside here. But
Yeah, a lot of upgrades inside.
you go back to 1968, they sold about, what, 240,000 Camaros? Something
Probably,
like that
yeah.
in 68. Last year, they sold 31,000. Isn't that wild to think
Isn't
that
that
way?
crazy?
Isn't it
Yeah.
crazy? Okay, let's go back to what you did here. The engine.
Okay. So my brother Mark McGuire is the one who helped me do all this. We did all the work,
Mark McGuire's your brother?
not the baseball player. But we did all the work to it, and it's a labor of love. It's a 500 horsepower motor with 506 foot-pounds of torque. It's got aluminum heads on it, 4-bolt main, a steel forged crank, all MSD ignition. It's pretty quick.
Yeah, it looks pretty quick.
Yeah.
Through the years, what's it like still to have this? You bought this when you were 14 years old, and here you are. You're in 58, you said?
Yeah, 58.
58. I mean, think of the memories you've had. You got your driver's license in Las Vegas from the 70s up to Las Vegas now. You've seen some changes
Absolutely.
in the valley, and this car was with you the entire time.
This car used to drive up and down Fremont Street when you could drive two ways and then one way. So it's been in town. Yeah, I drove it to high school. It didn't look like this, but there's some great memories in this car. Some of my friends who are older than me actually got to drive it before I did because they had their license first.
Yeah, 16 at the time still to get
Yeah,
your license.
oh, yeah.
And then you and your wife,
Yep.
when did you guys get married? What year?
2004.
2004. So this car was with you when you married your wife all
Right.
through the years. Man,
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah, and I got to say, she's awesome about it. She, hey, It's your hobby. Do what you want to do.
Uh-huh.
As a matter of fact, that's her truck.
Yeah, I saw that up there.
Yeah.
I want to get to that, but can you start it up for us?
Absolutely.
Let's start this up.
I think I got the keys. Wow. So it's got exhaust cutouts on it. I don't know if you know what those are.
Educate me.
So they're behind the headers. There's a flap that I can control to open it completely open, like it's race mode, and then close it where it makes it quieter.
And this mode was?
Well, I added that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll show you how it'll quiet down. I got it just on a button over here.
Oh, you see it right down there? Yeah.
So if you're coming in hot like Levi does, or coming into a car show.
Kind for the neighbors.
Kind to the, the neighbors all know this sound.
Yeah. Coming in hot, baby.
I feel that. I felt that in my chest right there. Sounds great. What's this down here?
That's for my Rockford Fosgate stereo
that's
system.
The stereo back there.
That adjusts, there's two 12-inch subs that are hidden back there.
What I love about the interior, you have obviously the upgrades you've done too, but you still have so much of the original interior back there.
Yeah.
Keeping that 68 feel to it.
Yes, absolutely. I didn't, want to cut the car up. I didn't want to change it too much, but yeah, there's some additions that we did. Our friend, we call him Vato, Jeremy Diamond, hand painted that B&M for me.
That's cool. Can we go for a ride?
Yeah.
So much for take it easy. We can't take it easy though. I notice that neighbors come out driving something like this. This commands attention when you drive your Camaro.
It does. I actually have one memory a while back that I was a younger kid. It was a different color, and a motorcycle officer got behind me and pulled me over, and I was wondering what's he doing? Why did he pull me over? He said, I got one of these. I just want to see yours.
Just want to see it.
Yeah.
You said different color. How many different variations of color?
It was, when I originally got it, it was like a battleship gray. That was the original color. And then I had it painted blue, and then I went to the red.
Have you run the VIN and everything to get the history of it, of when it was built in '68?
I have a little bit, yeah. I think it was built in late December '68.
Okay.
My sister was probably the second owner, so I'm the third.
California car, do you think?
Yes.
We can take a look too at the fender tag.
Yeah, absolutely, California car.
In '68, it was an option to have the handlebar up here, the grab bar to have, which I think in your car I wish I had right now. And this, I think, just doing some research on you and the car, it's won a few awards over the years, has it not?
It has. If you look in the garage, there are quite a few.
Okay, we'll have to get some shots of those.
There's a couple awards there that I'm really proud of. One of them was at the UMC car show, which is coming up again in March. And the children that are in the hospital at the time for whatever's going on with them get to pick out the winners, and they handmade the trophies.
Oh, no way.
And so I've actually got a couple of those that a little, one child was 3 years old and it won the best of show.
Yeah.
And then I have another one that the San Bernardino sheriffs were in town for some reason. And they did a car show and it won best of show there. And then a week later, some of those guys were involved in that big shootout in San Bernardino.
Really?
I guess,
wow.
Yeah, a guy had come in, a crazed employee, and started shooting up everybody, unfortunately.
The hood? You have the vents up there? Is that the original hood, or is that
now those vents are non-functional. They call those ice cube trays.
Ah.
Because they kind of look like the old ice cube trays.
But those are the ones that came with the...
Yeah.
Yeah? There's the Camaro over there. And it's also, I mean, it's sad that the Camaro is coming to an end.
Yeah, it is.
No, nothing's ever final.
They brought it back once again before, so. And they did a real good job on the new Camaros, I think.
Oh, I think they look great.
Yeah, they look great.
Are the windows the original windows?
Yes.
Because I know some of the 68s with the Astro ventilation system inside here, that was the selling point. Some of the windows had engraved their Astro ventilation
Oh, yeah, yeah,
to be that selling point.
right. So yeah, this was added on. Of course, these gauges were added on.
Yeah. Because would you have had the tick-tock tack here originally or no?
It did have a clock there, not a tap.
Okay.
Yeah.
How's the back seat, Gene?
It's nice.
Yeah.
It's pretty comfortable.
Front seats are new.
I had them reupholstered.
Oh, but the seats themselves, the original seats?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then so the back seat's all original then?
Back seats all original. Headliner. Oh, there's one other thing I forgot to tell you. This dash, my brother Mark and I were out in the desert doing a little target shooting, and we came across an old 68 Camaro that someone had just trashed out there. And everything was gone or shot up.
Yeah.
The dash was completely covered, and we started going like this and realized that the dash was in great shape. So we spent a couple hours taking it out, and I probably spent 4 or 5 hours cleaning it up, and that's the dash.
Wow. Because that's what you do, especially back in the day. You go out in the desert and you shoot up cars, you shoot up things, and you found this in the desert.
In the desert.
Do you have photos of that from back then?
I don't.
Oh.
You know, I never even thought to take pictures of it.
We didn't have this back then.
No.
You know, plus you're more preoccupied shooting up things and hanging out with your brother,
Right,
having a
right,
good time, than taking
right.
pictures and posting it on Instagram. Billy, man, thanks for doing this. This is
No,
a treat, man.
thank
a,
you.
a car with a story like this, and I think it's so neat to hang out with someone that's been in Las Vegas for so long. You've seen the changes in our city.
Absolutely have seen the changes in the city.
I love the way the front end looks here. Just this view
Yeah.
right here. It's so cool.
It does look cool. Of course, it rides a little rougher than most modern cars, but it's a muscle car.
I think it's a nice ride.
Yeah.
Seats are comfortable. 68 was when they also introduced the houndstooth seats with that black and white patterns.
Right.
You go back to 1968. I know you have your tweaks and changes here, but this here in 68, that was futuristic.
It was
I mean,
futuristic.
that was a game changer in 68
Yeah.
when they rolled out. Or 67 too, when they
Right.
came out with this dash.
Yeah, the dash and the ball vents.
Yeah.
Kind of unique. So usually I like to wake the neighbors up a little bit.
Billy's home.
Yeah, they know when I'm coming home.
Nice Firebird there.
Yeah, he just got that running.
Oh, he did? That's nice.
Yeah.
Gen 4. Really cool Dodge. Tell me about it, Billy.
So this is a 1941 Dodge truck. It was my wife's uncle, and he was a superintendent in the state of Montana for the school district, and he drove this truck every day to work. He passed, and they asked me if I wanted the truck, and I said, absolutely. So when I got the truck, it was all original, and it was very difficult to drive.
Yeah.
It's not safe. So what we did to this is we put a whole modern suspension and chassis underneath it. It has 4-wheel disc brakes.
No kidding.
Rack and pinion steering, air conditioning, heating, tilt steering wheel, a thumping stereo, and a modern power plant.
What year, how long did you do all this to it?
I've had this about 7 or 8 years, and it happened very quickly.
Yeah.
One of the guys in our club, Harvey Sterrett, helped me mold in a new front suspension.
Oh my God, I didn't see this coming.
This is the old engine out of my Camaro, minus the tunnel ram.
Okay.
And a lot of purists will be upset that it's a Chevy engine, but that's what I had.
That's what you do. This is also too family history. Your wife's
Family
uncle had this car.
history.
You put inside this thing whatever you want to put inside there. You do it.
So it's got power windows, power locks, and
Can we open it up?
absolutely, that handle there is more for show. It's got pop locks.
Wait a second. Was this up in Mesquite? recently
Yes.
at the Mesquite Motor Mania car
Yes.
show within the past month?
Yes.
And you won
Directors.
Directors? Yes. This car, it's your truck's legendary. The director's pick. Yes.
The director's pick. You were at that show.
I have people.
You got
I got my hands.
you got your sources.
Yeah, I got my
And-
sources.
This is our club.
This is
Buddy
the car
and
club?
Lights. And one of our guys was able to get all these for our guys, and we each kind of put our own color behind it for a background.
I didn't know you had the nickname Burnout Billy.
We don't want to talk about that. Burnout Billy lost control, and it was on film, and I cracked the car up.
Your car?
Yeah.
What year was was this Burnout Billy incident?
Levi?
Back
5 or
in,
8? No, maybe about 9 or 10 years ago.
yeah, 9 or 10 years ago. There
Stupid
is a
mistake.
video of
Who
it.
has the video?
It's on YouTube. All you got to do is look out 68 SS Camaro burnout fail.
No.
67 burnout fail.
You're viral.
Yeah, unfortunately. Some of the comments were really bad.
Yeah, but the haters.
Well, I learned my lesson. I'll never do that again.
This is me right now contemplating, do we look that video, track that video down and pop it in, or leave the legend of Burnout Billy?
So these are some of the awards it's won. Some of these are also from the truck.
Yeah.
And these are some of our guys in the car club. And I'm a big Journey fan. Also a Queensryche fan.
Two great bands.
Yeah. And yeah, this was a
So
very...
many awards, yeah.
This is the very first car show I ever entered. And again, my brother and I were up at Mount Charleston just had the heat at the lower lodge, and they happened to have a car show going on. It was a Mustang Club. And they said, hey, we're going to open it up to anybody. So I put my car in, and the hotel picked me for best engine. The Mustang Club was
Mustang
not
Club gets
happy with me.
So that's Mount Charleston, which is about 35, 40 minutes outside of town.
2007.
Yeah.
That's the very first one. And so a lot of these are, yeah.
These are great.
This is one of my most precious awards. It was for the UMC car show, which they do every year. And the children that are in the hospital for whatever reason hand make these trophies, and they pick out the winners. So you can see that the little young man, Jeremiah, was 3 years old, and he painted this. And so I won this. And this one goes in my special case inside the house that I get. You know, my wife only lets me have one little area. And this award was at the Palace Station. Remember that, Levi?
Yes.
And for some reason, the San Bernardino Sheriff's Department was in town for a convention or some kind of thing. And they threw a car show. And I won. And these guys, the very next week, unfortunately, were involved in a shootout in San Bernardino.
Did they make it?
Yes, they all made it.
Okay.
And the bad guy didn't.
Good.
But yeah, so that one
Protecting
means,
us, man. God bless them. That's
yeah,
great.
that one means a lot too.
Yeah, those are great.
Yeah.
So cool.
This one is.
That's
This is my favorite.
That's what it's all about, man. That's
Yeah.
great. That's
Yeah.
neat stuff.
Yeah. So part of our club, we have a great time.
Yeah.
And it's all about hanging out, enjoying the car scene, and just socializing with people. And our club has become very close over the years. We've been around, together about 10, 12 years, Levi?
Yes.
Yeah.
We go to car shows together.
There's like
we,
14
have
of
Christmas
us.
parties together. And so I built this. This is a gas-powered margarita mixer.
And what's the engine? It's like a weed whacker
It's
engine?
a weed whacker engine
Perfect.
turned upside down. And Julie's gonna get us some ice and some margarita mix, and we'll let you fire
fire
it
this
up.
thing up.
Absolutely.
All right, what do we got? You do
Put some
margarita?
ice in here.
All
We'll
right,
put a
and the
little
mix is in there?
margarita in here.
Billy's a good guy.
Yeah, I can tell. You're all great people, man. This is
Yeah.
fun.
We do have fun. I'll leave it. All right, Casey, let me
Fire this thing up.
Might be a little cold.
Choke it, Billy. Get a Honda,
Promise
Billy.
you it works. All right, just like a motorcycle, just all the way down.
All the way down.
Oh, do it. Hold it there. Whoops.
Oh. Flooded.
No more choke,
We're out of
Billy.
gas.
Hold. Okay.
Ready?
Now hit the kill switch. gotta hold it.
Where are cups?
Where are they? There they are, in the chair right there.
We have the cups?
Right in the chair right. Yeah,
Oh,
you
here
can
we
use
go.
those.
This is how you end an episode of Car Shops and Collections.
That's right. This is how we do it in Buddy and the Lights.
Oh, it's
Everybody.
a heavy pour, too.
Yeah, everybody gets a margarita.
Gene doesn't drink. You will now, though. All right.
There's straws over there.
Come on, Levi. Get some straws.
Why not?
Come on, Levi. Where are you at? And
I'm
get your
here.
cup.
This is the best ending to an episode ever.
Poor Julie.
Here we go. Ladies first. Get over here.
Okay. And we have straws too, if you want.
All right. Cheers to a great episode of Car Shops and Collections. Thank you.
No,
Cheers.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
It's been
You guys
fun.
do a wonderful job.
Oh, that's good. I make a good margarita.
Yeah, you do.
Yes, you do.
If you want your car, shop, or collection featured on the show, then shoot us an email at carshopsandcollections@gmail.com. That's carshopsandcollections@gmail.com. And thanks for watching, and be sure and subscribe so you don't miss any future episodes of Cars, Shops, and Collections.